Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vidhamscha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Jakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Kipaika Vitta Yamaryata Rakshati Vaishnavanam Kripavalam Madhava Prastakami Shri Bhakti Dham Bharatim Ashrayami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Sri Varshavanavadevi Daitaya Kripavate Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Taine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Jvala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostude Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudappa Siddhanta Dvantaharine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevaja Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Garadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jai Gaura, Dandavat Pranam to you all, and all glories to Gurudev, Srila Babaji Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. And yes, all of you, please accept my pranam. It is really again a great pleasure to be with you all here on our Ishtagoshthi. And yes, so it is only possible by the causeless mercy of Guru and Vaishnava that we have this chance to come together. The world is so busy, so to find some time for spiritual matters is a luxurious in one way nowadays. So we are very fortunate. And I think we can continue with our mental Dham Parikram, which we started here in Navadvip Dham. Because actually Srila Gurudev, he used to say, Srila Bhakti Vigan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, that it's not the external activities what we do, but really the consciousness what we have during this performance of those activities. So what we think, that counts. We always say, you are where your mind is. If someone calls us but our mind is absent, then we cannot even hear, So there is there's an intercorrelation there. So the mind must be present with the action itself. The mind connects the body and the soul together, And so if you perform any activity only by body, and the mind is not there, it will be of no use actually. So let's say we go on Parikram to Brajadham, to Shri Navadvip Dham, to Jagannath Puri, but if we there only think of the beach in Brazil, or the family in Brazil, or whatever it is, or in Italy, or Austria, or this and that place. So then it will not have the real benefit. No? If our mind is not there present, really, with that, in Navadvip Dham, in Braja Dham, or in Jagannath Puri. So, but also, the good thing is that it works also the other way around. That if we, for example, we are in Italy, or in Brazil, or at some other place, doesn't matter, but if we remember Guru, Vaishnav, the holy Dham, the holy name, then in that way Gurudev is saying that one can obtain astonishing results. So that is the power of the mind. So Gurudev gives some examples are there, which Vaishnavas are giving. In that case, it is Srila Praudamatala Saraswati, who wrote extensively, on all the Navadvip Dham, the glories of all the places in Navadvip Dham. Such, Babaji Maharaj is saying, if you hold those books little bit bended, then honey will drop out. No, you have to hold them straight. Otherwise, so much nectar is there in these books. So, but how he can write if he never was really in Navadvip Dham, because he never went to physically to Navadvip Dham. But still, you see the astonishing result of those who are totally absorbed in the holy Dham. Even they are, if their mind is in the holy Dham, if they are absorbed in the holy Dham, then they are actually there. And that's why Srila Praudamatala Saraswati Goswami Thakur, he could write such books like Navadvip Shatakam and all this nectarian glorification of Navadvip Dham. And also our Swarup Damodar, he was never in Vrindavan, in Braja Dham, but still it is said and everywhere is glorified, Iho Damodar Swarup Shuddha Brajavasi. That Swarup Damodar is a Shuddha Brajavasi, a pure Vaishnava, a pure Brajavasi. Brajavas means who is always staying, who is residing in Brajadam, but he never went there physically. So what is the mystery? So it's the mind is the most important thing, where our mind is, so this way the mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy, there's a saying. So, and best friend means that we always remember the holy Dham, that we always remember Guru and Vaishnav, that we always remember the holy name, the Harikatha, and that is the best friend. Our mind in this way becomes our best friend. And it's becoming our worst enemy if we only absorbed in temporary things, whatever it is in our material life, all different kinds of things. No need to mention, you can understand. So, main thing is to make the mind our best friend. Mind always wants to go do metta, because it's quite natural. It has tasted it for so long time, and even though also get enough slaps, but still cannot really get rid of it. Is always trying again to get the kick of Maya by searching those material things. So to make the best friend, best way is to Smarantaya Sadatam Vishnu, Vismartaya Najatu Chit, Sarva Vidhi Nisheda Shure, Etayo Reva Kinkara. It is said that always remember, Smartavaya Satatam Vishnu. You should always remember Vishnu. And what is there are two rules. One is to always remember Vishnu, and one is to never forget Vishnu. Vismartanam Satatam Vishnu. So etayor iva kinkaraha. So that is the only instruction is to always remember Vishnu. Smartavyo satatam Vishnu. Vismartavam na jatujit. Na vidi nishedasur etavyo kinkara. All other rules and regulations, they are just there to support this this main point, to always to remember Vishnu. Yes, and so about the mind, yeah, there's one nice pastime also. And Srila Prabhupada, he was at Prabhupada's time, one elder brahmachari, he was sick, and he was serving all his life in the mud, giving really, was fully dedicated. And his sickness got somehow worse and more serious, and he was almost to die. And then at this final moment in the bed, he had the desire to see his mother. And so what's wrong with it, to see his mother in the dying bed? One can think. And but Prabhupada, he said, no. For so long you are staying now in the mud, so I cannot allow you now to put your mind in that kind of thoughts, to visit your mother. So then you lose everything which you have got here, no? So you will miss it. And then, but some days were passing, and then Prabhupada, he decided to call some brahmacharis, and those brahmacharis, they took that devotee forcibly. Now he was crying, no, don't let me, I want to stay here, I don't want to go, because he was actually to see his mother in Calcutta, no? And then Prabhupada arranged two devotees, they took him out of the bed. Now you have to go to Calcutta. Prabhupada said, no, I don't want to go anymore. No, leave me here. No, you have to go. And then, so they put him on the train, and somehow it happened that he died on the spot, on the train, there. And then the devotees came back, and they were a little bit disturbed and upset. Not upset, yeah, I mean, they could not understand Prabhupada's words, and they were going to Prabhupada, oh, please help us to understand, because how you sent this devotee away? He could die here in the Dham, and remember the Dham, but now he died on the way to Calcutta in the train. So, and we cannot understand, so please, Prabhupada, you tell us what is the meaning behind all this. And then Prabhupada started, some tears were coming in his eyes, and he said, you see, that now if he would stay here, if he would die here, then where would be his mind going? To his mother, he would think of his mother. But now I forcefully took him out of this place of the mud, and then what will he remember? Now he will remember the mud, that place, me, and in this way he get eternal benefit. So that is amazing, no? How Prabhupada's view on those things. And so in this way we know the power of really how important it is to be at the right place with the mind. And yes, so I think also there are some other pastimes which are happened when one time Prabhupada, he was asking one devotee, suddenly he was saying, who is he? He was walking there, and who is this brahmachari? And Prabhupada, he is staying since years here. You know him? No, I don't know him. And then they could realize that what Prabhupada actually wanted to say, that he is not staying in the mat. Maybe he is staying physically there, but he is not really present. So one can live in the temple, but in a mat, and where his mind goes. Now, who knows? So only pure Guru and Vaishnava, they can realize who is really remembering what. And another time also Prabhupada was there in the mat, and he said suddenly to a devotee who is very calm and quiet, sitting all the time, why he is talking so much? Oh, Prabhupada, actually he is very quiet, sitting only, but what talk is going on in his mind, Prabhupada can realize. No, we can maybe outside we can sit like very peaceful and quiet, but our mind, those who want to meditate, they just close their eyes, but then what they are thinking, thinking about what others doing, this and that, and so this is also just the talking of the mind, which is not, the real way to. Should not be like that. Anyway, now with the present mind, we try to go further on our Parikram, where we are still in Koladvip. I mean, this Koladvip is a vast area, so even Praudamatala and Praudamaya, or Praudamaya you can say, they say in Praudamatala, they say in the Navadvip Vas is here, or Praudamaya, also people say. So it's the place of Yogamaya or Mahamaya and Vridashiv. So, and one very famous pastime there happened, so I want to mention it because actually it was that place and you all know it also, but still I like to mention it again. When Prabhupada was there during Navadvip Dham Parikram at his time, so there were thousands of pilgrimages, those times. Even they had like 108 mridanga players, and it was a massive Parikram party. Like really, nowadays also, sometimes if Devananda Gaudimat is coming with all their devotees, then also I think this is the biggest Parikram party nowadays. But that time they had even an deity of Srimad Mahaprabhu which was sitting on an elephant. Can you imagine the elephant gracefully walking through Navadvip there, and Mahaprabhu standing there up blessing everyone? Wonderful, so beautiful, Gauranga Mahaprabhu there. And then I can only imagine how, but thousands of devotees all joyfully dancing and doing kirtan under the guidance of really, those pranay bhaktas, those who really feel the deep separation from all these places where they go. Everything coming to their remembrance, their mind, automatically. So Prabhupada was there, and then they went to this place, to Praudamatala, but already pre-planned was with some caste Goswamis, and because it was like very, they became upset because of Prabhupada's preaching. So many antagonists and envious persons from upper sampradayas, they came forward and they say, this Prabhupada we have to eliminate. And they really wanted to attack him and want to take his life even. So, but somehow Srila Vinod Bihari, later known as Srila Bhakti Pragan Keshav Goswami, he somehow sensed this danger, and he could realize that something very dangerous is happening, because they started already to throw with some bricks and some bottles with some kind of very dangerous things, and disturbing all the Parikram party. And they were all helpless, and everybody was just running, here and there, in all directions, all the devotees. But also, most of the doors were closed from those, because they tried to sneak in some house or some temple or some, but to those people was told before that they should not let anyone enter there. And but somehow Srila Vinod Bihari, he took, that's the famous pastime, how he must have remembered Kuresh, who also on behalf of Ramanujacharya, he was acting similar. So Vinod Bihari took the dress. I mean, he looks also similar like Prabhupada, and then he took the sannyas vesh of Prabhupada. And in that way, he would pose himself as Prabhupada and send Prabhupada somehow on a safe place, outside, away from this danger. And in the meanwhile, some brahmachari, he was running to disguised. He took only a gamsha, and Gurudev explains this. And then he like some smoking pipe he had, that he does not look as a devotee, and he went to the police and was saying this and that is going on there. And they came there, and then all somehow the crowd was the people, it became more under control. And Gurudev is saying that time it is like Srila Keshav Maharaj is non-different from Prabhupada. So then, like someone punches you, wants to punch in your face, then automatically you hold your hand, not before, to save, to protect. So in the same way, Keshav Maharaj, just as a part, an anga of Prabhupada's body, he also naturally, he put himself forward to save Prabhupada. Because he's non-different. He's non-different from Srila Prabhupada himself. All others, they were running away. So, and this is really, we can only say, that who has such a power, like these great Guru Sevaks. Most of the people, almost everyone, they were just running away and running to save their own life in that situation. So but what is with us? What to speak of giving life? We can even ask, are we ready to give sometimes some energy for Guru and Vaishnava? They can give their whole life for Prabhupada. But we can sometimes not even give some small amount of energy, for Guru and Vaishnava. So that is the difference between those pure devotees and conditioned souls like us. We have always our self-interest, and yes, something nearby we can do, some Guru Seva. But fully dedicated, I am also far away from this. Please understand me right, but these are those they show the idealism, where we have to go one day. And yes, so this is the place of so this pastime we can remember there, and also it's the place of Yoga Maya and Vridashiv. Just like on Shivaratri, Babaji Maharaj, he went there to worship this big, huge Shivalinga is there. And those who went to Praudamatala, they can now visualize that. And Babaji Maharaj was there and offering some arati to Shivji Maharaj. And in this way, for whom? Not for himself, for all of us. Babaji Maharaj is only, when now he was in Vrindavan, what he's doing, Parikram and writing, but for whom he's doing Parikram? For all of us. So if we feel suddenly more power, suddenly more energy, then from where is coming? It's not ourself. So we should not fall in this trap. That's always because some Guru and Vaishnava must have prayed. When we feel more interest in seva, when we feel more interest in all those devotional activities. So Babaji Maharaj is doing puja to Shivji for all the benefit of all the jivas, no? All of us. That we somehow can survive in our bhajan life here. And yeah, so he also shows us that really we have to be very enthusiastic on these days, especially some Vaishnava, Tirobhav, Avibhav, Shivaratri, Janmastami, Radhastami, Nityananda Trayodasi, all those days we should be very enthusiastic. Utsaha Nishchayataya. Srila Rupa Goswami is saying Utsahat, very enthusiastic in spiritual life. To always be ready to not, just I don't want to go, no, again kirtan, again doing parikram. No, that's not, in this way, it's that mood is not favorable. So the right mood should be very enthusiastic to get the blessings. Yes, today is chance. Shivaratri, now I want to get the kripa. I want to try to get the kripa. Anyway, I'm useless, but somehow I have to go and bow down in front of Shivji Maharaj and pray for this worthless candidate like myself. So in this way, do some puja, offer some flowers, some prayers, to get some extra kripa on these days. No? So we have to do and follow same way, like Babaji Maharaj is showing us. He can also, why the pure such devotees like Babaji Maharaj, do they really have to do this? Yes, because they are showing the Vaishnav etiquette, the Vaishnav life, how to live as a Vaishnava. So this is important. And here in this place also Shivji resides as the protector of the holy Dham. He is the protector, and he's also not allowing everyone to enter, because one needs some qualification, must be there. So we spoke already on Shiva Tattva also in the place where we have been before, in Harihara Kshetra, that time, so that we will not discuss now, but I still want to mention briefly one pastime, which is in Srila Lochan Das Thakur. He describes a very nice pastime, how Mahaprabhu, he was in his mood as Shiva. Very, very nice. So once a follower of Shiva came to see Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and naturally he offered all respect, and joyfully he began in front of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he began to glorify Shiva. And he was somehow in ecstasy, a real Shiva devotee, not some kind of pretender. No, really love for Shiva. And he was saying, Shiva, Shiva, and glorifying Shivji Maharaj. And then suddenly Gauranga, he manifested the mood of Lord Shiva. And he began to dance, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and he climbed on that devotee's shoulders. And then the both the Shiva Bhakta, he started to, that devotee, he started to dance with Mahaprabhu. Can you imagine the touch of the Lord himself? Now he is carrying on his shoulders Mahaprabhu. How fortunate. And he's dancing like mad. And Gauranga's eyes became also red, and he started to talk like Shiva. And Gauranga had a trident in his hand, and also the Damru, no? Damru. It's that X-shaped drum which Shiva has. So Shiva is playing that. And then in that way, in that mood, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he was laughing and weeping and like a madman. He was dancing. All this bhakta with Mahaprabhu on his back. And then Shivas and Mukunda, those who were also here and there, they started to recite prayers to Lord Shiva, to glorify Lord Shiva. Mahaprabhu, in the mood of Shiva, he relished all these glorifications. And then somehow all, Shiva's Thakur, Mukunda and all, they started to dance together. And after some time, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he went down from the shoulders of this bhakta, and in this way he has revealed how dear Shivji Maharaj is to him, and that there is non-difference. I mean, this discussion we had last time about Sadashiv, which is Vishnu Tattva, who is Mahavishnu, then Shambhu, which is, yes, it is the Lord, is according to Achintya Beda Tattva, it is the same, but still there's some difference. Like milk and yogurt, the transformation we were speaking also. We were discussing last time. So that we have to keep always in mind. And also, usually we don't hear so much about Nandi. You know who is Nandi? Yes, the bull carrier of Shivji, his bull. And that's in Brahma Vivarta Purana, it is mentioned that when Srimati Radharani, she emerged from the left side of Krishna's body, then also at that time millions of gopis, gopas, cows and bulls, they also emerged from Krishna's body. And then Krishna, he gave one of that strong bulls, which one bull he has like the power of millions of lions, he gave to Shivji Maharaj. And so Nandi is coming directly from the body of Krishna. So it is an expansion of Krishna. So that's why Babaji Maharaj always said, when you go to put water to Shivji, you have to put to Nandi, and then also to Shankar, the snake, and to Shivji. So another very beautiful pastime also is in regard to Nandi, is that the only thing, because what is really a problem in our life is false ego, which is pride. Pride is very poisonous. So out of the causeless mercy, Krishna is always ready to crush the pride of his devotees. Like, for example, we know how Krishna crushed the pride into pieces of Lord Indra, in the pastime by holding Giriraj, because Indra thought, why? Now they worship this Krishna, no more worship for me. So he became very puffed up and tried to destroy all the Brajavasis. And in this way, Krishna teach him a lesson by lifting up Govardhan, and not even 1 inch, nothing was moved by even all his rain, his storm, and all what he sent. So that crushed the pride of Indra, and he understood, really I have done a great offense, and he tried to beg for excuse. Because Krishna knows that this obstacle is like a mountain in between me and my devotees. So I have to crash this mountain of false ego into pieces. And then they can see me, then they can reach. If we're in front of a wall, or in front not only of a wall, but of a mountain, so how we can see what is on the other side? So that is the false ego. And also the Devatas, which got pride by thinking, oh yes, we are enjoying the full power of the Lord. I mean, we are so powerful, we are defeating all the demons. But by whose power they are defeating? Sometimes we also forget, who is giving us power. So that's why then Vishnu appeared in some kind of strange form, like some kind of animal. And Indra was sending the Devatas, he was sending there to look, who is it? And he was sending the wind god. And then the wind god, he asked, who are you? And then that strange animal or figure, he said, who are you? Oh, you don't know who I am? I'm the wind god. I can blow everything like in miles and miles. So I have such a power. Oh, really? Can you just blow this piece of straw for me? Are you joking with me? And then he tried to blow, but not even moving 1 inch, this straw. And then he thought, oh, who is this? And he came back, and then some other, okay, now fire god, you go. Who are you? Wanted to ask. Then that being again said, Vishnu disguised as some, and who are you? Are you again with full of pride? You don't know who I am. I'm the fire god. And I can burn everything to ashes. Oh, really? Then please burn this piece of straw. And again, with all his power, he could not burn this piece of straw. So, and that it's finally so many devatas, they came and all end up without any success. And then finally, when Indra came to look himself, some aerial voice came and he said, oh, that is Vishnu, and he's testing you, he's putting, because you forget from where you get the power. No, so this is the lesson which we have to learn. Sometimes also we think, oh, we're doing this seva or that seva, and all on our strength, on our power. But from where this is coming, it can be taken so easily. And we are nothing actually. What we can do, really, very pitiful condition. So anyway, and in this way also once Shiva, he became proud of his power. And one demon was there, like Tripurasura, and he was a very powerful demon. And he challenged Shiva, and he came to attack Shiva, and this fight was going on for so many days and nights, and for months actually. So because somehow they were equally powerful. And because Shiva was so proud of his power, and Vishnu arranged that kind of situation. And then one heavy punch that demon gave on the body of Shiva, and he fell on the floor, and also he broke his chariot on which he was sitting, and then Shiva had nothing. He just had to give up, to pray. His only way out was only to pray, and he called out to Krishna. And he called out Krishna's name, Krishna, Krishna, mentally, and then Krishna himself manifested as a very beautiful bull, Nandi. And Krishna gave Shivji also the trident that time. And finally with that trident, he was sitting now on the bull and running towards that demon and attacking him with the trident. And then the Tripurasura, he was burned to ashes. So, and then Shivji could understand that the pride was his mistake. So he gave it up. And yeah, that's why everything, what we also do, what we speak, what we write, what any seva, what we do, it's only possible by Guru and Vaishnava. They can give, but they can also take away. You know, we have always to feel yogata vichar kichunai by tomara karuna sar. So I am useless. I have no power at all. So tomar karuna sar, you are the only way how to attain mercy, to get power. So yes, that place, Praudamatala, is the place where we can pray to Lord Shiva, and also we can pray to Yogamaya. Yogamaya is the internal potency of, there's Mahamaya, the external potency. All the activities in this world, in the external manifestation, they are manifested by the power of Mahamaya. And all the activities in the spiritual world, they are manifested by Yogamaya. So that is the difference. And even though Krishna's Maya is one, but it depends or it is experienced in two ways according to our mood. What we have in our heart, according to that, if we have Bhoga Vritti, the enjoying mood, selfish mood, exploitation and all of this, then we will experience what? Mahamaya. But if we have Seva Vritti in our heart, then Yogamaya even arranges our meeting with Gurudev, our meeting with Guru and Vaishnava. So arrange all Sadhu Sangha. You see the power and the importance of Yogamaya. It is all coming by that, by Yogamaya's grace. Otherwise, yes, Mahamaya will take care of us with her trident. And so we have to decide what we want in life. And like electricity, no? Electricity is also like a fridge. You can make run a fridge or a heater. So one thing is cold and one thing is hot. It's completely opposite with the same electricity. So Krishna's Maya is one, but it's appearing in two ways, like as Mahamaya or as Yogamaya. And yeah, that Yogamaya, we always pray, no? That Yogamaya mora kipakare, avarana sambarive kave vishudare. Kula Devi Yogamaya mora kipakare, avarana sambarive kave vishudare. Sunecha gamme vede mahima tomar. Sri Krishna vimukha barikarao samsar. So Yogamaya is like, oh please, you avarana sambarive, you lift the curtain or the veil of Mahamaya. No, it is Sunecha gamme vede mahima tomar. By your mercy, I hear that you put every one you can people make free of Mahamaya. So this is written in the Vedic literatures. But those who are averse against Krishna, you make them engage in worldly activities, in worldly life, in worldly ambitions, worldly desires, worldly, then it's the entanglement of Mahamaya. But Sri Krishna samukha jara bhagya kramahoy, taramukta diya korya shoka bhai. But by great fortune, this Yogamaya, if by her grace we develop some favorable position towards the Lord, then she will also grant liberation from this Mahamaya. And yes, Babaji Maharaj is always saying that we have to pray to Yogamaya. Nishkapati hoimadda chao morapan. Vaishnava vishwas priti hok kane kane. That because you are the mother and you can give me the Vaishnav Sangha, the Sadhu Sangha. So you please increase moment for moment their faith and love for Vaishnavas. And Yogamaya, you are the mother of the whole universe. Tumi Krishna Anuchari, Jagata Janani. Dumi de Kaila, More Krishna Chintamani. So you show that transcendental wish fulfilling tree, that Krishna consciousness, Krishna, you guide us to become Krishna conscious, aware of Krishna, not of the illusionary energy. So for that all Yogamaya is responsible. And we can also see in the pastimes of the Janma Lila of Krishna that they are also, when Vasudev, the father of Krishna, he was bringing the baby Krishna, it was just born, and he bring to Gokul. And then he exchanged with Yogamaya. So, but yes, when he carried Yogamaya, then it was Yogamaya. But you see what happened when it came in the hand of Kamsa. No? Then Kamsa, he just took that baby, which was Yogamaya, and he wanted also to kill that baby, but it slipped out, from herself. She became Mahamaya, and she was laughing. And in that way, we can realize that, yes, demons or those selfish, exploiting persons, they will experience Mahamaya, and those who follow in the footsteps of Vasudeva, who have a pure mind, a pure heart, they will experience Yogamaya. So that is the difference. And Yogamaya, she also arranges all the pastimes in Krishna Lila. So everything what Krishna desires, Yogamaya is just ready to fulfill like this. She's like the conductor of a concert, no? And she knows how to move everything. If Krishna desires whatever it is, if you just want to go from one place to another place, then Yogamaya arranges that the Dham distracts. The opposite of expanding, it shrinks together, and then Krishna is immediately there. No, even normally it needs a long time to go from Nandagaon to Radhakund or something, but then Yogamaya arranges very quickly. So, and all this time fact, all this is under control of Yogamaya. Anything what Krishna desires. Then Yogamaya somehow, she arranges that everything moves and fulfills Krishna's desire. So that is wonderful. She is like, has such a position in Krishna Lila that even Krishna don't know what happened next, but Yogamaya, she knows somehow because she is arranging all those things. So this is the place where we can pray to Yogamaya, so that she please bless us, that we turn our attention, all our energy towards the eternal world, towards Krishna and the Vaishnavas, Gurudev. And then near, next to yoga, next to Praudamatala and Yogamaya, there is also the place of, you can just walk, it's just a few lanes, and then you are there in Dhamesvara. And Dhamesvara is a place of very intense separation. But we should always remember that we hear, no, the Vaishnavas are saying, Yatta Deka Vaishnava Vyarahara Dukkha Nischaya Janya Se Parananda Sukha. So the Vaishnavas say that if one takes all the happiness of the whole creation together on one place, then this pile would be insignificant small to one little dust particle of the feelings of actual separation. Now it looks painful, but actually it is called, separation is called viraha. Viraha means vi, means special, and raha means rahasya. So there is a special secret meeting taking place inside the devotee's heart. Maybe externally that devotee feels extreme separation from his Ishtadev. But then out of causeless mercy, that Ishtadev appears inside the heart. So that is a secret meeting which that devotee relishes. So that is the Vipralamba. That, in this place, Dhamesvara, because one day Vishnupriya, she was walking in Navadvip. And somehow the mood was very down, very sad. And then she is going, as usually, going to some well, wash, and fetching water. And somehow some other ladies, they were talking that, oh, our Lord, that Gaurasundar, that beautiful Nimai, he will take sannyas, he will leave Navadvip, he will go and take sannyas. And really, everybody already knew in Navadvip Dham, except one person, Vishnupriya, his own consort. She did not know, but now she was struck with wonder, hearing this, running home, shaking and shivering. She just waits, now that Gauranga is coming home. Now with such a mood, if you have such a shocking news, we cannot, this is unimaginable. But yes, that really, my husband will leave. He will leave. So how she will feel? And then Gaura comes home and she just faints. And it is, so she asks, when she comes back again to consciousness somehow, is it really true that you will, I just heard that you will leave Navadvip, you will leave me. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he can only look down. He cannot look in her face even. And she said that I was the most happy person in this whole universe. So was it just all like a dream? And she fell unconscious again. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu took her in her lap, wipe away her tears. And then again she started to speak, and she's saying that, if I somehow be a disturbance in your bhajan, I can go home. I can go home to my father. And father in Vedic society, it's the worst thing. That it's the most terrible thing. As a widow, to live till the end of your life in the house of a father, in Indian culture, it's something unimaginable. So, and she said, so I will go to my father's home, and you can stay here and do bhajan. So Mahaprabhu is still not reacting. And then she further says that, okay, if I'm still somehow an obstacle, even if I go to my home, my previous home, I will take poison, I will take my life. But you please don't take sannyas, don't take sannyas. I will take poison. And now Mahaprabhu is saying, I think somehow Maya has captured you. You have forgotten. Your name is Vishnupriya. You are the most near and dear to Vishnu. Don't cry about all these other forms of relationships. No, they are just like bubbles in the ocean. They come and go. But you are Vishnu Priya. And Vishnu Priya, she sings, no, my everything is only Gauranga. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he even appeared in a four-handed form. And but Vishnu Priya, she just bows down and says, I know you are the husband of all the creation, but you are not my Lord. My Lord is only Gauranga. And then the four hands, they disappear. And Gauranga says that you have defeated all my Aishwarya, everything. I cannot leave you, Mahaprabhu is saying now. I will just stay with you. And then, but Gauranga Mahaprabhu still, he's sitting grave. And then Vishnu Priya, she discovers one tear on the face rolling down on the cheeks of Mahaprabhu. And then she sings, oh, maybe my Lord, he really wants to go. So maybe he has some purpose in all of this. And from that moment, all change in her, everything. And it is said that in the Narada Bhakti Sutras that Tat Sukha Sukhitvam iti prema swarupam. That the swarup of real love is that at every moment one is trying to give happiness to one's object of love. Now what he desires, that for that one is striving only for this full satisfaction of his object of love. And Vishnu Priya, she thought maybe I be a slight obstacle in the mission of Gaura, who want to save all the jivas. And then she bowed down to him, to his lotus feet. And she says, if this is your desire, then I will be ready to cry for the rest of my life for you. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu also, he starts to cry. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu is saying, I think that this is the very nature of this incarnation. Also, another name for Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Sajal Purushottam, that Supreme Lord who is always full of tears. Sajal, his eyes are always wet, full of tears. So both of us, he says, both of us will cry, and others who hear and remember us, they also will start to cry. And their very tears, they will wash away all the impressions which they have collected over so many lifetimes in this material creation. So in this way, one last time, Vishnu Priya, she embraces the feet of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and then Mahaprabhu, without looking back, he just disappeared. And he ran to Nirdoi Ghat, which means no Nirdoi, which means no mercy. There he jumped in the Ganga, then with wet clothes, with wet gamsha, he ran to Katwa. And so in this way also he shows that the one-pointedness, what is also needed in Krishna consciousness, that really in one way or other we have to leave everything behind. Like Mahaprabhu, he's showing. Appana karimu bhakta bhavan gikare, appani acharya bhakta shikkamu savare. So Mahaprabhu is showing how to do bhajan, how to live. And if you really want to have Krishna, then such dedication is also, yes, at one point it is natural. It's, of course, it's not something to imitate and to fake, but if that love is there from inside, then automatically this world becomes like a toilet, where you go inside and you just leave it very quickly again, never look back. So. And only now Mahaprabhu is absorbed in Krishna. And then we know that Nitai, he tricked him somehow and he brought him back to Shantipur. And Nityananda, he is sitting now in Shantipur before his Lord, and he's saying, oh, now can I bring all the inhabitants, all the Navadvip Vasis one more time to see you? Yes, yes, you can bring them. All can come. Oh, really? Nitai said, really? All can come? Yes, yes, all can come. Really, really, my Lord, really? And then Mahaprabhu is saying, except one person, and that is Vishnupriya. She cannot come. And so can you imagine now all Navadvip Vasis, they are going to meet Mahaprabhu one more time in Shantipur. And this is very, very heartbreaking and painful that they have to see that only one person has to be behind, and that is Vishnupriya. So all are running in the direction, but she has just to be there and has to watch how everyone, even the birds, the animals, everyone is going to see Gauranga Mahaprabhu, but she cannot. And in that moment she gets her spurti inside. You know what I said before, that inside Mahaprabhu appear, and he said that I will be always with you. And from that moment then she started to carve one deity from one piece of wood, and that deity is Dhamesvara. So that deity she worshipped to the end of her life, as it is Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself in that form. So if we go to Dhamesvara, then this is the very deity which Vishnupriya was worshipping with such intense feeling of separation. So here in this place, it is that we can remember that Vishnupriya, she is Gaura Nam avatar, no? Acharya. She always chants day and night with deep love and separation the names of her Mahaprabhu. Now imagine that feeling, no? What kind of mood she is in. And yes, we can pray that we also, that one day, one drop of that kind of separation can also touch our heart, no? So this is the place, very important place, Dhamesvara, Mahaprabhu. And then one place still to there I want to cover also, that is Samudragadha. That is one place where the ocean, just quickly, where the ocean, because time is going also quickly, but that ocean, the Samudra, he took shelter at Ganga Devi to stay in Navadvip and worship Mahaprabhu. So one day, Janava Devi, Ganga Devi, she told the ocean that soon, oh my Lord, he will stay on the shore of the ocean in Puri. But the ocean replied, in Vedic culture, everything is personified. So the ocean replied that to Janava, that please listen to me, that the son of Sachi, he never leaves that Navadvip Dham. For some time he may stay on my shore, but in his real form he is always there in Navadvip. So Navadvip is his eternal abode. And the ocean prays that I will stay here under your shelter and serve Gaura in Navadvip. And in this way the ocean resides here and in Samudragadha, and day and night is meditating on Gauranga Mahaprabhu's pastime. So how ironical it is, no? That usually all the rivers, they're flowing into the ocean. But out of enormous attraction for the pastime of Gauranga, now the ocean is flowing upwards to to Navadvip to see that. And to be in the presence of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this is only possible in Gauranga Mahaprabhu's pastimes. And on this place there was also one king named Samudragadha, and he ruled, and he was a great devotee of Krishna. And when the Pandavas, they came and they were conquering somehow the world, and Bhimasena, he came here to this place with his whole army, and he started to a battle with Samudragadha to conquer that land. And Samudragadha, he was thinking that Krishna is really the exclusive shelter of the Pandavas. So if I can bring Bhimasena somehow in danger, then surely Krishna will come and appear, and in that way I can have darshan, because he wanted to see that Krishna wanted to have his darshan. So Samudragadha came with his whole army, elephants, horses, and he shot so many arrows that really now Bhimasena is in great danger. And then he could only call out, Krishna, Krishna, help me. And and really Krishna appeared, and Samudragadha got the darshan of this beautiful dark rain cloud complexion with golden pitambar that Krishna, he saw that transcendental darshan. And but the king, he took that opportunity to also pray, because he is in Navadvip, no? So he also said that he want to see the form of that golden avatar, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He's doing Sankirtan, and then really Krishna took the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, surrounded by all his devotees. They're doing Kirtan. So, and then this vision disappeared. And somehow, out of separation, that king Samudragadha, he started to cry. And Bhimasena, he was not aware of all that what has happened, because he could not see these pastimes or this transcendental vision. So he thought now that Samudragadha has given up, he is afraid. And in this way, Bhimsen, he celebrated his victory. And but Samudragadha, he was already satisfied. What more what greater victory one can get if one has the darshan of the Lord. So, and that is, so Nita is saying, it is explained there in the Parikram Kanda of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that yes, this is the place of where this pastime has happened. So in this way, I think now it's we can leave that place for now. We put it to rest, and then next time, I mean, we have some very special meeting also in between on the Saturday, so it's soon, just 2 days, and there are all those who want to participate. We can try to remember our Srila Babaji Maharaj and our Guru Varga. And then from next week, on the Thursday, we can again visit some few places, and then I think one day, and then this 1 or 2 days, let's see, and then this Navadvip Dham Parikram we have also completed. So yeah, then I want to thank you all very much for all your time, as usually, and to engage me in that joyful seva. So by all your blessings, then surely we can meet soon. Okay, then Jai Gaur, Dandavat Pranam to all. Thank you.